Mema obi biara akwaba biom edeba Odeneho TV so wonya subscribe bia mesrew na wa subscribe na wa like na wa share video wi ede ama wonya na no so enya bi ahwe na bibia etimi akoyi ede ama na busu enfa ni embonra yensen ma na chese Chief Justice Torkono na chese John Dramani Mahama a suspending no eno na ehun nsem egusu etwa ne ho enwie we na Ghana Bar Association etimi akwakoye conference meeting ewo Labadi na omotimi edi nsem bi atu adwema John Dramani Mahama se enfa onsanfa Chief Justice no ensambra back embetina bibia ewo se odeni esi no enye sa nsem ahoro na na ebesa fi echire aba nti no mo kire se petition John Dramani Mahama ejina so eyi no enye petition ewo se nka ojina so edi yi no na emom no ewo se nka yefuto bi na otimi etu no nti se wetimi eyi no dia ene na sa Ghana Bar Association we omo about 7,000 judges nti omotimi aba bontin ede won chinchini pa na de ama John Dramani Mahama se on sanfa Chief Justice Torkono ensambra back to power ana chese enya asem kito na mensa omre no yenko ni enkuti omum president ebrana okasa no beda wase
by the please are you listening please? Let me even roll back a little bit. So we had a council meeting on the 27th of March after we had met the Chief Justice to have our annual meeting with the Chief Justice. And at that meeting, one of the agenda items which we quickly, in fact it came more as AOB, was the matter that was unfolding before us. As at that time, the Chief Justice had indicated that she had not received the petitions. So at the meeting, the council decided that we should assure the Chief Justice that the bar was going to be alive to its responsibilities, and therefore we would want cooperation and to ensure that we were kept abreast with whatever was taking place. That was March 27th. The next day by 9 a.m., March 28th, the executive of the bar met with the Chief Justice, and we conveyed to her the sentiments of the bar, because it is part of our constitution to uphold the freedom and justice delivery system, as well as to maintain the independence of the judiciary. Now, as it were, there was a lull in terms of information flow, till we were informed that the warrant for her suspension had been delivered to her. Immediately we were told that the warrant had been delivered to her, we convened an emergency executive meeting. And at that meeting, the executive decided that a statement was to be written. However, since the executive acts on behalf of the entire council, it was necessary that the council should also be brought into the picture. Members, this is part of our democracy as a bar. We act through our executives that we have elected. And the statement that was put together, comments were received from 2 p.m. when we started the meeting to after 10 p.m. Bearing in mind that as at that time, nobody had any idea what was in the petition or response. So this statement went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And early the next day, it had to move. It was then that we got to know that information in relation to the petitions were out there for people to read, as well as her responses. No one had come out from official circles to say that what we were reading was not official. So as far as we are concerned, we are coming from rightful sources. Now, as at the time that we had the executive meeting, which cascaded into the council meeting, we were aware that the entire bar will be meeting this Saturday. We were fully aware. In fact, there was even a suggestion that we even put it in as a paragraph. But as I said, back and forth and back and forth. So this is the forum that even though we are here as your leaders, you speak to us. And it is just by divine providence that such a forum was meeting so close to such an important matter. So you have spoken as the bar, and this conference is a conference which we put on the calendar of the Ghana Bar Association since December 2024. The entire council is aware of this date, that we are going to have a mid-year conference. It was supposed to be preceded by a bench bar faculty lectures. However, because of happenings, we had to move straight into the mid-year conference. So you are in a good space. I know one speaker was, in a way, even though he wasn't with us, his words seem to sum up bits and pieces of what took place. But you are here. This is the time for us to pick the collective view of the bar by virtue of resolution. So you would have heard in my opening speech that there are issues that we have to look at. For instance, the guidelines, we can't run away from it. Whether this proceeds or not, this was a judgment that was in 2020. 2020, the end of the year passed, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. And if we hadn't been hit by this, 2025, the guidelines were not going to come out. And that is why in my speech I said it's about time that the Ghana Bar Association spearheads it. I know someone mentioned the Attorney General. But we can spearhead it because we are there for the independence of the judiciary. And so members, what we are saying is that let us couch what we believe to be the voice of the bar. And that voice will go out as the statement of the bar. We are here to pass resolutions. Someone can start with the couching of the resolution so that there are seconders and so on and so forth, because we have said enough to show the direction in which we want to go as a bar. And so if one person can approach us and then the person starts